Let's talk about working with two layers at the same time, or putting layers together to form kind of one thing and then grouping them and adjusting them, transforming them, moving them at the same time. So I've got my Raven, I've got these arms. Let's put the arms on the Raven. And again, to pan around in my document, my canvas, I'm holding down the spacebar until I get the pan symbol. The little hand, and I'm moving around. Okay, so let's put my arms under the Raven for now. Okay, let's hide the history thing. Zoom out a little bit. I'm going to rotate my arms by hitting Control T. But you know what I want to do before I start transforming these arms? I want to make this a smart object. Convert to smart object. Done. Control T. And rotate them. And by hitting Control T and then hovering over the corner, outside the corner, if I hit Shift, then it will rotate at 15-degree increments if I hold Shift. But it's not that important that I do that. Do I want it to be up? Let's leave them up, actually. I kind of like that. No. Let's do it down. Okay. And I also want to scale it down a little bit. These are too big for this Raven. That's better. There. I can click and select two layers at the same time and move them. That's one way. Let me go back to the arms. I'm going to show you, let's duplicate the arms layer real quick because I need to adjust each one separately. So I'm going to duplicate this layer by clicking. I can right click and go to duplicate layer, arms copy, that's fine. Let's do this one, say right arm. This one will be left arm. Okay. Or I can drag down to this little guy, the little square, the new layer button, arms copy. That's another way to duplicate a layer. Here. Click on the word. Okay, so I've got two copies. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a layer mask over the top of this smart object real quick and just layer mask, hide selection. That's the left arm, so I hid the left. I'm sorry, this is the left arm, so I hid the right arm. Here's my right arm, so I'm going to use my rectangular marquee tool. This is creating a rectangular selection. We use the polygonal lasso tool. It creates a polygonal shaped selection. I'm going to use the rectangular marquee tool to create a rectangular selection. I'm going to, over the right arm, I'm going to do a rectangle over the left arm to hide it. Layer mask, hide selection. Okay. Now I have a right arm and a left arm. Boom. Let's rotate this a little bit. Move it down. Take this left arm, move that in, and I'm right clicking on the layer to choose it. Rotate this a little bit. Move it in. There's this weird little thing sticking up. I'm going to edit that mask real quick on this one. I'm going to make sure black is selected. Get my brush tool. Just paint that out. Boom. Easy. Now, my Raven, I've got a Raven and I've got two arm layers. I could select them all and move them together. Raven with human arms. Or I can select them all and put them in a group by clicking this little folder button down here. Create a new group. Boom. Now they're in a new group. Name it Raven with arms. Now they will always be together. I can expand, I can open up this group and choose individual layers and close it and move it around. And now you see if I right click on it, I get Raven with arms, but I also get Raven because that's the layer in the group, or I get left arm. But I'm going to leave this as a group, so everything I do this, and these are all smart objects, so I can even scale it down again if I want it just a little. I've got a raven with human arms floating in the sky, and it's all one group, and I can adjust this together. I can rotate it, flip him, edit, transform, flip horizontal. If I wanted, does it to all of them at the same time. Okay.